Welcome to Hatha class. Now Hatha means sun, moon, so it's all about balancing energy. So we have a practice today to balance our energy. So oftentimes we'll do poses and counter poses, but yoga is designed to help us create balance because it's in the stability of balance that we can have the stillness, the steadiness to create those lasting connections between spirit, mind, and body, and the lasting connections between the divinity within and the divinity around us. So to create that union, that yoga. So let's take a moment to arrive here and be present. If you would like to sit on top of something to elevate your hips so that it's easier to have a nice straight spine, you're welcome to do that. So let's take a moment to take inventory of how we're showing up today. So really, float your eyes shut. You can allow your palms to rest on your thighs if that feels good to you. Root down through your sit bones, lift through your crown. So stretching out your spine, gently tucking your chin under just a little bit to elongate the back of your neck. Good. Take a moment to arrive here. And gather in your scattered thoughts, consolidate yourself, unpack any worries, any cares, any stresses. Leave them outside the room that you are in. You won't need them for this half hour. Just be here with yourself. And let's take inventory of how we're showing up. So, without trying to control your breath, observe your breath. Is it short and shallow or long and smooth? Just notice. There's no judgment. Observe your thoughts. Are they racing, sluggish, zen-ish? Just notice without judgment. And scan through your body from the top of your head to the tips of your toes, noticing what sensations you feel, noticing which parts of your body feel a little tight, a little tense, a little sore, and maybe which parts feel really good. You want to open up those lines of communication between your body, your mind, and your spirit. And I invite you to flood those lines of communication with kindness and compassion to create that union, that yoga today. And then tune in with your affect, your emotions. Notice how you're showing up today. You might be high-vibing, feeling love, joy, peace, or maybe a little lower frequency, maybe feeling a little tired or stressed or anxious or sad. And however you're showing up today, you are welcome exactly as you are, perfectly imperfect. Really good. So we'll begin with an opening prayer. You may draw your palms together in front of your heart, maybe gently bowing your thinking mind to your feeling heart. Om Sahana Vavatu Sahano Punaktu Sahaviryam Karavavahai Tejas Vidavadi Tomatsu Ma Vidvishavahai. Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Rub your palms together, creating a little energy, waking it up, and placing that energy in your face. And then rubbing it over your head, sliding down your neck and around your body. Really good. Now let's go ahead and start. You can remove whatever you're sitting on. Let's wake up our joints a little bit. So maybe roll your wrists one direction, then the other. Then kind of shake out your arms, shake off whatever energy you got to shake off from the day or the night or the week, whatever you need to let go of. And then let's roll our ankle one direction, then the other. And do the other one direction, then the other. Good. Now, cross your right ankle over your left knee. Good. So finding figure 4. We'll just take a moment to open up that right hip and that glute. Then maybe take a moment to shift your hips forward and back, noticing how that feels. Good. Just starting to wake things up. And then find stillness. And then allow that right heel, without uncrossing your legs, to rock towards the left. Land on the earth. And then it back and then take that right knee to the right side. Good. Maybe do that a few times. So rocking that right foot towards the left, landing it, and then landing that right knee on the other side. Good. Let's do that one more time. And back. Really good. All right. So switching sides, so cross the left ankle over the right. And take a moment to shift your hips forward and back. Forward and back as you invite that left hip to open, those glutes to soften. So we settle in here. Settle into stillness, and without uncrossing the leg, rock that left foot over to the right side. And let it touch down. And then take that left knee over to the left side. Let it touch down. Finding spinal twist here. So right heel to the, or left heel to the right side. And then left knee to the left side. And let's do that one more time. All right, so unwinding, good. Now go ahead and cross your ankles, walk your hands forward, and then uncross your feet behind you. Or you can just swing your feet around. We're making our way to tabletop, stacking shoulders above wrists and hips above knees. So take a moment to reset here, and we'll start to wake up our spine with a little cat-cow. So as we inhale, lift your tail, drop your belly, open your heart, lift your gaze for cow. As you exhale, drop your tail. Round your spine, press your shoulders away from the mat for cat. Inhale, lift the tail, drop the belly, open heart, lift the gaze for cow. Exhale, drop the tail, round the spine, tuck the chin for cat. Let's do that one more time. Inhale into cow. And exhale into cat. Good. Find a neutral spine. Tuck your toes under and walk your hands back and up your thighs. So we're finding toe squats. So we're gripping the mat with our toes. We're stretching the bottoms of our feet and toes. Find your edge where you feel a stretch, but no pain. If it legit hurts, lean forward until it does not hurt. Okay, we want to stay out of the pain zone when our body feels pain. We shift into stress mode, start pumping out adrenaline, cortisol, norepinephrine. We don't want to do that while we're practicing yoga. But find your edge where you feel stretched. So it might feel good to lean back, drawing your palms together at heart space. Maybe reaching your fingertips back and lifting through your heart space here. Good. Breathing into wherever you feel the stretch. And then coming out, walking your hands forward, untucking your toes, tucking out, making sure you've got energy flowing all the way to your toe tips. So we just stretch the bottoms of our feet. Let's stretch the tops. So hands go back behind your hips, toes are pointed. So this might be enough to stretch the tops of your feet, or you might lift your knees up a little bit or a lot. Again, finding your edge where you feel a stretch, but no pain. All right, then walking your hands forward here, tuck your toes under and lift your knees off the earth just a little bit. And then start to tiptoe your feet forward until your feet meet your hands. Once they get there, heel toe your feet out to about the width of the mat. Bending your knees as generously as feels good to you. Take opposite hand, opposite elbow. Finding a ragdoll, so gently swaying from side to side. Just relaxing the whole back of your body. Again, bending your knees as much as feels good to you. But relaxing your head and neck, maybe shaking your head yes, shaking it no, maybe yes and no at the same time. You can sway from side to side, just loosening everything up. And then interlace your fingers behind your neck and allow the weight of your arms to pull down on your spine, stretching out your spine a little bit more. You can continue to sway if that feels good to you. And interlacing your fingers behind your back, reaching your arms up to the sky or maybe to the mat behind you. Good. You can continue to sway if that feels good to you. Good. Now releasing your hands down to the mat. Heel toe your feet till they're underneath your hips or maybe all the way together if that feels good to you. Bend your knees, collapse. Relaxing the backs of your legs, relaxing your back muscles, relaxing your entire back of your body. Maybe shaking your head yes or no again. Just making sure you're nice and relaxed. And then slide your hands up your legs for half lift. So we're gonna reach forward with the crown of our head and reach back with our tail. You can keep your knees bent if that feels good to you, supporting your weight on your thighs or your shins, whatever feels best to you. But flatten out your spine, roll your shoulders back, and open your heart. Hug your belly up and in for half lift. Good, big inhale here, and exhale, fold forward. Good. And then bend your knees slightly as you rise, rolling up like a rag doll, bone by bone. Palms circle, come up to the top and kiss, and exhale, prayer palms. Good. Now let's start our sun salutation, so step up to the front of the mat. Good. All right, so let's take a moment to check our feet and our balance. So let's make sure that we're pressing through all 10 of our toes and all 4 corners of both of our feet, so we're nice and balanced. Lean forward a little bit. Notice that it engages your back muscles a lot. Lean back. Notice that it engages your abs. And then turn yourself into an upside down pendulum and find where it's 0 effort to stack your head above your spine, finding your center from this place of balance. Let us begin. As we inhale, take your hands high, reaching for extended mountain pose. Maybe dropping your hips forward as you reach back. As you exhale, fold forward, allow your head to bow, and relaxing the entire back of the body. As you inhale, slide your hands up your legs, finding half lift. So you can rest your hands either on your thighs or your shin, again, whatever feels good to you. Plant your palms. Exhale, take a big step back with that right foot, finding a lunge. Head goes up, toe is pointed. Good. Now, tuck your back toe, plant your palms, and inhale, step that left foot back to meet the right in high plank. High plank, we want to have our hips about the same height as our shoulders, engaging our legs and our glutes, hugging our belly up and in, pressing the shoulders away from the mat, so we've got a little protraction in the back of our shoulder blades. Good. Now, so take your knees down, your chest down, and your chin down, hugging your elbows into your side. And then as you inhale, shift your shoulders forward and up, hips come forward as well. Good. Tuck your toes, exhale to inverted V, or downward facing dog. Good. So gaze goes to the hands, inhale, step that right foot forward to runner's lunge. Good, gaze goes high. Exhale, whoops. Step that left foot forward to meet and forward fold. Bend your knees, inhale and rise. And exhale, hands go all the way down, Namaste Tahi. Take an inhale here. Exhale, prayer palms. Inhale, hands rise. Maybe pressing our hips forward, reaching back. Exhale, forward fold. Inhale, half lift, straightening out that spine. Plant your palms. Exhale, step that left foot back, nice and far. Point the toe, gaze goes high. Good. Tuck your back toe, plant your palms. Inhale, step that right foot back to meet the left in high plank. Exhale, drop your knees, your chest, and your chin. Inhale, shifting everything forward, pressing through your palms, relaxing your shoulders down away from your ears. Tuck your toes, exhale, inverted V, or downward facing dog. Gaze goes between the legs. Maybe press your chest towards the earth a little bit more, making sure you've got a straight line of energy from your wrists all the way up to your hips. Now gaze goes to the hands. Inhale, step that left foot forward. In between the hands, gaze goes high, point the toes. Exhale, right foot comes forward to meet. Inhale, lift up, hands go high, and exhale, Namaste Tahi. Good. Inhale here. Exhale, prayer palms. Good. Inhale, rise. Maybe hips go forward, reaching back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Plant your palms. Exhale, big step back with that right foot. Gaze goes high. Tuck your toes. Inhale, step back with the left to high plank. Exhale, knees down, chest down, chin down. Inhale, shifting forward. Good.
Tuck your toes, exhale, downward facing. Good. Gaze goes to the hands. Inhale, step that right foot forward. Gaze goes high. Exhale, step that left foot forward. Bend your knees, inhale and rise. And exhale, hands come down to Namaste. Good, inhale. Exhale, prayer. Inhale, reach. Maybe reach back. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Plant your palms. Exhale, big step back with that left foot. Gaze goes high. Tuck your back toes. Inhale, step that right foot back to meet the left in plank. Knees down, chest down, chin down as you exhale. Inhale, bringing it all forward and up. Tuck your toes, exhale, downward facing. Gaze goes to the hands. Inhale, step that right foot forward. Gaze goes high, point your toe. And then exhale, right foot comes forward. Inhale, half lift. Exhale, fold. Bend your knees and rise. Inhale. And exhale, Namaste. Inhale here. Exhale, prayer. Inhale, rise. And exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Plant your palms. Exhale, big step back with that left foot. Gaze goes high. Tuck your toe. Inhale, step that right foot back to meet. Knees down, chest down, chin down. Inhale, moving forward. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing. Gaze goes to the hands. Inhale, left foot steps forward. Exhale, right comes forward to meet. Bend your knees and rise as you inhale. Exhale, prayer palms. Or all the way down. Namaste. Big inhale. And exhale, prayer. Inhale, rise and reach. Exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Plant your palms. Exhale, big step back with that right foot. Gaze goes high. Tuck your toes, plant your palms. Inhale, step left foot back to plank. Exhale, knees down, chest down, chin down. Inhale, bringing it forward, back bend. Tuck your toes, exhale, downward facing. Gaze goes to the hands. Inhale, step that right foot forward. Exhale, left comes forward to meet. Bend your knees and rise. And exhale, Namaste. Inhale. Exhale, prayer. Inhale, rise. And exhale, fold. Inhale, half lift. Plant your palms. Exhale, big step back with that left foot. Gaze goes high. Tuck your toes. Inhale, high plank. Knees down, chin down, chest down as you exhale. Inhale, bringing it forward. Tuck your toes. Exhale, downward facing. Gaze goes to the hands. Inhale, stepping left foot forward. Gaze goes high. Exhale, right foot comes forward to meet. Bend your knees and rise. And exhale, Namaste. Really good. So take a moment, take a shake off any energy you need to shake off. Good. And we'll start our standing poses. So we'll start with our feet a little wider than our hips and arms out at a T. Good. Now turn your right toes towards the front of the room. Good. And then reach as far forward as you can with that right hand. And then tip-top your hands around to triangle pose. So you want to stack that left hand on top of your right. So a nice straight line of energy. You want both legs to be straight. Now, you've got options here. You can place a block underneath your hand to give you support. Or you can put your hand on your leg or the earth, or you can float it. Either way, we want a nice engaged core lifting up. And you can take your gaze either to the earth or to the ceiling, whatever feels good to you. But sit your weight back into that left hip and feel that opening in that right hammy. Now let's breathe together here. Breathing in and out. Breathing in and out. One more together, in and let it go. Good. Now drop your hands, roll up. Good.
Find your arms at a T, this time pointing your left toe towards the back of the room. Now reaching as far forward as you can with that left hand, and then tick-tocking your arms around to triangle on the left side. So same thing on this side, you've got different options. You can place the block underneath your hand at whatever height feels good to you, or you can use your leg or the earth, but we want to stack that right hand over that left hand. Your gaze can go to the earth or to the ceiling, whatever feels good to you. But let's breathe together here, in and out. Breathing in and out. One more together, in and let it go. Good. Allow that hand to drop. Turn your toes towards the center. Let's find a wide-legged forward fold. Now you can place your palms on the earth if you like, but we'll do a nice big inhale, like kind of a cow, and then an exhale, rounding forward, releasing. Inhale, flattening out your spine, lifting your chest, and exhale, relax and release. Just release your spine, allow your head to hang. Good. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift, and exhale, release. Good. Now plant your left hand on the earth and raise your right arm high. So if you would like, you've got a block available to place it underneath that right hand if it doesn't meet. But gaze goes high. Good. Might feel good to roll that wrist one direction then the other. Might feel good to take a big reach back, opening your heart space as much as you can, and then stack that right hand above the left. Let's breathe here, in and out. Breathing in and let it go. Take that right hand down, switch things out. So right hand plants either on the floor or on the block. Left hand goes high. Roll that wrist one direction, then the other, reaching back as far as you can, and then stacking that left hand above your right. Good. Let's breathe here, in and out. One more, in and let it go. Press that left hand on the earth. Now start to bend into one knee, then the other. As you start to lower down, bending one leg and then the other, waking things up, deepening the stretch until you bend into your right leg. Good. Flexing that left foot. Take your palms to prayer. You can press the inside of that right knee out, away with your right elbow. Open through your heart space. Lift through your crown. Hug your belly up and in. Skandasana. Let's breathe together here, in and out. Breathing in and let it go. Good. Now let's shift over to the other side. You can walk your hands down if you like, if that feels good to you. But flexing that right foot, pressing the inside of that left knee out, away with your left elbow. Opening through your heart, lifting through your crown. Hugging your belly up and in. Let's breathe here, in and out. Breathing in and let it go. Good. Take your palms down to the earth, draw that right foot in, and start to rock into one ball of the foot, then the other. Just checking in with our feet, our ankles, and our calves, making sure they're nice and open. Then we'll settle into stillness. Press your palms together in prayer. Press the insides of your knees out, away from your heart. With your elbows, lift through your crown, sink through your root, and open through your heart space. Let's breathe here, in and out. One more breath in and let it go. Good. All right, let's make our way down to our seats. Good. And let's find spinal twist. Draw that right knee into your chest, and you can step that right foot over your left leg if you want. Take your right hand behind that right hip. Inhale, left hand goes high. Exhale, sink that left elbow on the right side of that right knee. And as you inhale, lift through your crown a little taller. And as you exhale, twist a little deeper. Good. Inhale, lift through the crown. And exhale, twist. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift. And exhale, twist.
Good, now we're gonna counter twist. So take your palms around, plant them about a 45-degree angle to the back of the left side and just kind of counter stretch. See what that feels like in your body. Good, and make your way back to seat. Uncross your legs, shake them out. Take a nice big inhale here. And exhale, walk your hands forward until you start to feel a stretch. Once you start to feel a stretch, pause there. Inhale, lift your head and your heart. Exhale, rounding and releasing. Inhale, lift your head and your heart, seated cow. Exhale, rounding and releasing, seated cat. One more inhale, lift. And exhale, fold. Good. Allow your head to bow, allow the backs of your legs to soften, and your back of the body to soften. Gently rolling up, one by one. Draw that left knee into your chest, give it a squeeze, and then maybe step that left foot over your right leg. Left hand goes behind that left hip. Inhale, right arm goes high. Exhale, drop that right elbow on the outside of that left knee. Gaze goes towards the left or maybe over the left shoulder. As you inhale, lift through your crown a little taller. As you exhale, twist a little deeper. So inhale, lift, and exhale, twist. Let's do that one more time. Inhale, lift, and exhale, twist. Good. Unwinding, place your palms back at a 45-degree angle towards the right. Good, and just counter twist here. Good. And come back, uncross your legs, shake them out. Let's make our way down to our backs. Draw our knees into our chest. Good. And then plant your feet right behind your glutes. Plant your palms beside your hips. As you inhale, press down through your heels, engage your thighs, engage your glutes, lifting up to bridge pose. Good. Now, if you like, interlace your fingers behind your back and roll onto the top of your shoulders here. Good. Let's take 2 big breaths here in and out. One more breath in and let it go. Good. Releasing, relaxing your hips down. Draw your knees into your chest, gentle squeeze and a rock. Back and forth, back and forth. Now, option to roll a little bit more. Maybe take your toes behind your head. So maybe your toes touch down behind your head. If that doesn't feel good to you, you can do legs up the wall, so legs straight up. But if you like, make your way to Halasana and then walk your hands up your back towards your shoulder blades. Good. And see if you can straighten out your spine here as your toes touch down. Good. Let's breathe here in and out. One more in and let it go. Option to straighten out one leg and then let it come down. Straighten out the other, then let it come down. And then option to straighten both up and shoulder stand. Good. Let's breathe here in and out. One more in and let it go. Coming back down to plow, Halasana, and then gently rolling down one vertebra at a time. Good. Maybe keeping your knees into your chest, rocking from side to side, and then straighten out the legs. Now, make your way up to your elbows and create a diamond with your palms underneath your hips. So, lifting up your hips, diamond underneath your hips, and then make your way up to your elbows. Good. As you lean back, open up your heart space. And then the last part is to allow your head to drop back into fish pose. Big breath in here and out. One more breath in and let it go. Good. Coming off your elbows, draw your knees into your chest, gentle squeeze and a rock, and let's find some happy baby. So wrapping our hands around the outsides of our hammies or the outsides of our ankles, or peace fingers around our big toes. Start to gently tug your feet towards the earth. We're not forcing anything, we're just inviting. And then maybe swaying from side to side, noticing that how that feels in your lower back as you invite your inner thighs to soften, your hips to open, See what that feels like in your lower back. Little happy baby here. Good. And draw your knees into your chest. Rest your heels on the earth about the width of the mat and gently rock your knees from side to side like windshield wipers. We're making our way to final resting pose for rest and relaxation. So finding Shavasana. So rolling your wrists and ankles, finding any other stretches or movements that your body wants and needs before we make our way to final resting pose. When you're ready for final resting pose, you can rest your feet out at least the width of the mat, toes out, heels in. You can reach your arms out at about a 45-degree angle away from your hips. If it puts any strain on your lower back to have your legs straight out, you can bend your knees and allow them to rest together. But allow your eyes to float shut. Allow yourself to settle in and give yourself permission to completely relax from the top of your head to the tips of your toes. Just relax and soften your entire body. Let's slow our breath. Take a nice big inhales together in and out. Big breath in and let it go. Shavasana. Enjoy the energy that you cultivated. Invite each of your 30 trillion cells to open and receive anything the universe has in store for you. This lovely moment. So good. Om Purnamadaha Purnamidam Purnat Purnamudachyate Purnasya Purnamadaya Purnameva Vashishyate. Om Shanti, Shanti, Shanti. Rub your palms together, waking up the energy. Place your palms over your eyes gently. Spread the energy all over your body. And when you are ready, you may arise. Namaste.